Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 38, Nasdaq up 12, S&P's up 8.5. Gold contract flat at $1,572 an ounce. Silver, $28.55 an ounce. Platinum down $4 at $1,569 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half, trading out at $3.51 a pound. Light sweet crude down 68 cents at $90 a barrel. Bonds down 12 ticks at 143.31. King dollar down 73 ticks, trading out at 82.28. Euro flat at 130.19. Yen down 14, trading out at 93.45. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look. And what do you have? You're up $5. We did 624 million versus 743 versus a billion. So we are at the 1523 right now, and the 1525 is going to get tested, and the high can actually get tested, which is the 1530. If we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see, and this was the correlation on Friday also, folks, and this is what you had on Friday. What you had on the SPY. We did 170 million shares. Now, that got down to 93 million today. So you get over it, you had lighter volume. This looks to me that we're at 152.92, and when we had come down, when we got up to that 152.86, we got downtown with 245 million. So the bottom line is going to need a lot more juice. But you know what? It wants to go test that high up there, which is only in the SPY. That right now is only 40 cents away. Dow Industrials. We're going to take a look at the Dow. What you have inside the Dow Industrials. This is probably a closing high for the Dow. I suspect. Yeah, it is. Dow is 14,127. She's going to go up and tap that 14,149. Nasdaq Composite still has problems. Composite still is having a big problem. Can't basically get any traction. So Composite up $12. Composite, we are at 31.82. She wants to go after the 31.86 area. And inside the Composite, the real problem still is Apple. If we go over to Apple and look at Apple for a second, what you're going to see is that we did 20 million shares today. You're down $10. And Apple, folks, is going to trade a lot lower. When we take this up, when you take a look at Apple, right now we're at 420, and the next stop for Apple is, it's pretty intense, actually. Wow. So, yeah, 379. 379 is game. Now, this is where Apple's problem is huge. Apple should have slowed down right here. The reason being, folks, is that Apple had decent support from July of 2011 going all the way over to December of 2011. So you had 6 months of decent support. Well, you know what? It cut right into it. And once you cut into it, and the top of that cut in, folks, was it's just starting. 422. 422 to 425 was the beginning of the cut in. So you're $4 into it right now. Once you get into it, man, you're going down to the bottom of that deal. And if you want to see how that works, folks, I'll bring you right through the gold stocks, because bottom line is that those little babies still continue lower. Bond market. Let's go over and take a look at the bond market. What we did with the bond market out here is this. The 30-year bond, we had 297,000 contracts in the bond market. This little baby came off the lows with huge conviction, wide price spread, all of the above. These bonds are building cars, folks, to get the higher price. Their first acceleration off the bottom was about as good as you can expect. You were talking about basically going up 2.5 points. The way that we broke topside on the 25th, that's setting up a 30-year bond at 149. We take a look at the dollar index. What we have with the dollar index, of course, that had come off the bottom, wide price spread, accelerated volume, large ABC structures all the way up. And what we have with the dollar index right now, she backed down today with 19,000 contracts, and that's what you want to see on a back down versus you going topside with 58,000, 44,000. So the dollar, you were at 82.28. That dollar wants to run its way up to that $84 level. Now, gold. Let's go over to the gold contract. Gold contract, folks, what we have is this. The contract itself is flat today. You know, we're at 1572. The problem for the gold contract right now is that it didn't test the lows last week. The lows that we're talking about in this contract is 1554. She got to a price point last week of 1564. The more cars that she builds in this particular case, the more problematic it's going to be. You know, it looks to me that this little baby has some problems, big time too. If you want to hear just how bizarre Barrick Gold is, Barrick is out of their mind anyway. But bottom line, you know, in 6 months, Barrick has gone down from $44 to 28, and Barrick comes across today. Barrick just broke another ABC structure on the way down, folks. Okay, in this particular case, 34. You're talking another $4. So Barrick's going to 26. And so Barrick just announced, this is really wild too. So Barrick, of course, you know, Barrick is a gold company, right, folks? Well, guess what? They just invested $2 billion in oil and gas in Tanzania, okay? So much for being a gold company. They're doing, so listen to this. Just come out at the close. Let's see. As East African states continue to explore for more oil and gas in their respective regions, Barrick Gold East Africa said that they had invested $2 billion in Tanzania due to the great potential the country has in oil and gas. Bottom line is that the market itself is dictating, and the market is saying, you know what, Barrick, you're absolutely out of your mind. You haven't made money in the gold business. Now, you know, we'll see what you do in the oil and gas business. The equities themselves, all those gold equities and silver equities, folks, they're breaking lower. They're into the tops of the bar from 2008. And bottom line, you're going to see a few of them into the bottoms of that. Let's go to Tim in Johnson City. Hey, Tim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Hey, doing great.
Cool, man.
I wanted to let you know right off the bat, I've been listening to you for about 5 months, and I'm now a subscriber to Steve Rhodes, Mastering
Probability, yes.
Yep, and you guys are just, I mean, phenomenal. I mean, like, it's so nice to have somebody. It's like having somebody with you, sort of bouncing ideas off of that sort of know what they're.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We appreciate the business, Tim. Thank you very much.
I wanted to look at, and I just wanted to show you something that I just noticed.
Okay.
Because we're so, you know, with the volume, and we're sort of at a crucial juncture with everything.
Yes.
I was looking at the New York Stock Exchange, and I also noticed it with SPY and you can look at a 1 hour or a 2 hour.
No, okay. Am I looking at the NYA or the SPY?
Go ahead with NYA.
Okay.
On a 2 hour.
Okay.
Or like not a daily.
Not a daily? Yeah, no, 2 hour. I'm with you. Okay. Okay.
So do like a 2 hour, because
let me do the SPY. I'll do the SPY, because what happens is, when you do the NYA, there's gaps in the middle of it from day by day, but the SPY doesn't. Okay, so I have it. I have it going back 9 hours, 9 days rather, and I'll do a 60-minute. Is that cool?
Do like if you're going to do SPY with a 60-minute.
No, tell me what to do then. Just tell me.
Go back further, go like the whole month of.
I can't go that far. Anyway, go ahead. Tell me what you're going to say.
All right. Well, what I'm looking at is an inverse head and shoulders going on, and I'm looking at the volume. We got the peak where we had the big bar, and
that, you're saying that's the head, right?
Yeah, the head of the inverse. Is
okay. Yeah, I can see it.
But the only thing lacking though is the volume that would possibly break through that neckline. That would have to happen tomorrow, because we're right at that neckline of the inverse head and shoulders. Yeah.
What he's looking at, folks, if you're in your car, and it is a beautiful looking head and shoulders too, there's no doubt. On a daily basis, you get 3 days up, down rather, you go back up, you get your little square head there. Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see how it attacks this 153.19 area. Have a great one, Tim. Have a safe one. Thanks for calling. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.